All right, so gain slope. We can also use this idea of rise over run if I have it graphed. So before I even get to the formal formula, I can just, well, let's just use this idea in the graph. Rise is how far up do I go? Run is how far to the side do I go? I want to do two examples with graphs before I move away from this. So in this case, what's my rise? 3's a little high. That would be all the way from 0 up to the point. Where did I start, though? Started at 1, and then went up to 3. So how many units did I go up? 2. And then run? Ran 1. And that then becomes simply a slope of 2. If you have the graph, you can just count how far up did you go, how far over did you go. Excuse me. Let's put another one on here to kind of keep this conversation going. So here's another set of ordered pairs. I'll put 1 point here at 0, 4. So there's 2, there's 3, there's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, and let's say I drop down. Let's say I drop clear down to this point here. 6, 0. And for those that like to count, here's some reminders where the lines fit. And I'm going to go straight down through that point. There we go. So let's talk about slope for that one. It is decreasing. So what's my rise going to be? A negative. How far? I went down all the way down to the axis, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So my rise is a negative 4. Now let's talk about the run. Starting from here, I run some distance out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units. And I'm done. If you've got the graph, you don't have to use any formulas. You can just count how far up or down did you go, and then how far from the left to the right did you go. We always work left to right when we compare these graphs. It's the same way we read, left to right. And then this reduces to negative 2/3. And that's my slope. What can I say about that?
In
Yes?
this case, would it be run over? Like, how would you how in the other graph you said it's rise is going up and run is going over?
Yes.
Would it be the opposite way in this one when you're trying to figure it out?
No, it's still always rise over run. Still always the number for the rise divided by the number of the run. The difference is that I had a negative rise. I dropped. And that's why it's a negative 4. Question?
How do you get
That? With this fraction, I can divide both top and bottom by 2 to reduce it.
Why?
Because you can, and when you simplify a fraction, you look for a number that divides into both the numerator and the denominator. Since 2 divides into both 4 and 6, you can divide it into both of them and break it down. Makes it simpler. Been a while since you played with fractions? It's okay. I'll help you with those. Whenever you get a fraction, you should look to see, is there any number I can divide into both of them to make it simpler? And I'll definitely give you guys some more practice with fractions today. Fear not. You'll get fractions.